congratulations on Sisu. It is a really amazing, really fun movie. What got you interested in telling this kind of story for Sisu?
John Rambo is to blame for that to happen because I've been wanting to do a film like this since I saw First Blood many years ago, and I'm lucky enough to be in the position at my career that I was able to do that. So I'm having a lot of fun now with it.
Right, and casting somebody like Sisu, Zorma was really commanding in this. He didn't have a whole lot to say, maybe because actions speak louder than words in this kind of film. So how did that all come about, knowing that he's just going to have this physical command of the whole movie?
Well, it was because I know Jorma so well that he was my only option for the role, because I can't imagine anyone else doing it, and I needed to have like a complete trust of somebody to be able of basically doing what he did, because it's not that easy, and of course the whole shooting was a really tough job for any actor, but to like basically carrying the whole film on his shoulders, it's amazing how well he performed.
Right, and Axel as well in this movie was just so great. I mean, he made you hate his character to death almost instantly. So what was it about his casting choice that really stood out to you as well for Sisu?
Well, when I saw Headhunters back in the day, I I knew that I have to work with Axel Henny for some for later on, and because he's from Norway, and well, I read we sent it the script for him, and I had a quite, I think it was something like 20 minutes while we talked about the movie, and he really understood everything what I was trying to do, and he really wanted to play a really like a bad guy, and he looks a bit like a Nazi with his blue eyes and that.
Right. And, me and my dad also reviewed this for our podcast, Whiskey and a Movie, and my dad almost picked up on a Doctor Strangelove homage when, somebody was riding a bomb in this movie. So did that play in particular, or was that something you just kind of came up with in the moment from writing Sisu?
Really hard to tell. Really hard to tell. There might be something that has like left in my brains for years ago, and I don't know. Hard to say. It wasn't like I did it intentionally.
Right. And we also picked up that it had a grindhouse feel to it as well, with like the title cards and the exposition scenes to really let you know where you are at every turn with like the colors and the large font. And I almost picked up on like it almost felt like a Quentin Tarantino movie in that way. So did that have any inspiration to how you filmed this movie as well?
Well, I would like to say no, but probably it was, but because if somebody else is mimicking the films that Tarantino is mimicking, it feels like you're mimicking Tarantino.
Right.
So, but of course there has to be some kind of it's really hard to like narrow it down for something.
And what was some of the most fun that you had filming Sisu? Because this is really a crowd pleaser of a film. So there had to be some scenes where you're like, wow, we really did that. And that was really fun to shoot. So what are some of the sequences that stood out to you for this?
Well, I think the whole third act, basically, Kill 'Em All chapter, kind of, there's a lot of things going on at the same time, and a lot of moving parts, and a lot of movement in itself, and I was spending a lot of time planning of how to pull that off, and it was so great when we finally got it and in the evening we had the last shot on those scenes. The snow started to come from there, so we couldn't even like shoot the next day anymore. But I'm glad we managed to pull it off before the snow came.
So, what are you looking forward to most from people taken away from Sisu when they go see it out in theaters?
Well, I hope they're gonna have a hell of a good time of seeing really inventive and surprising stuff. And what I'm proud of is that I'm pretty sure that no one can guess what's going to happen next. So, and it always goes bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then I hope they leave the theaters with a big smile on their faces.
Well, Jalmari, thank you so much for joining us at Infamous Interviews and Infamous Horrors today. It's been really fun, and congratulations on the film. And I hope you have a huge success with it as well.
Yeah, me too. Thanks.
Thank you. Have a good day.